Hello guys, and welcome to another video. I hope you enjoy this, and please go check out the first part of this, and please tell me in the comments of what I can do better in my videos. Let's get started. A few weeks later, you had just finished training with Stain and was headed to the convenience store when you heard the sound of fighting from the alleyway. Quickly you followed the sound till you saw 3 boys beating up another boy with electric blonde hair, even though he was already on the ground. "Come on, loser, show us your yay mode," one said, kicking the blonde. "Stop," the boy begged, but they didn't stop. Angrily, you put a shield up around the blonde. "What? Oi, what do you think you're doing?" you said, walking up to them. "Hoo. Look at this," one of the boys said with a smirk. "Looks like we got a hero," another spoke. "Leave him alone," you said coldly. "And why would we do that?" the first one said, walking up to you and grabbing your shirt. You were already pissed, and he was just pushing it. "She looks scared," one of the flunkies said. "Heh. Alright, let's make a deal. You deactivate your quirk and let us have our fun with him, and we'll let you walk You had snapped. "How about I make you an offer?" you said, with what you assumed was a terrifying smile. "You leave, and I won't have to beat you to a pulp." "What?" "Oh, I'm sorry. Not only is your humor broken, you seem to be going deaf." You heard someone giggle. You looked over to see the blonde trying hard not to laugh. Your expression softened for a split second, but you quickly put it back up and looked at the boy in front of you. "So, what is it gonna be?" "Ah!" he yelled, rushing you with the other 2 close behind him. Quickly you dodged the first boy and then punched the second one in the face, and then kicked the third one in the stomach. "So are you done?" you asked, looking behind you. The first boy glared at you as the second boy held his nose, while the third was on the ground trying to catch his breath. Suddenly he charged again, the second boy following pursuit. You quickly grabbed his face and hit his head on your knee, knocking him out. The second flunky stopped, put his hands up in defeat. "Take your friends and go," you told him. He nodded quickly and grabbed the other 2 and leaving. You sighed and walked over to the boy. He watched you get closer. You lowered the shield and knelt down in front of him and looked at his wounds. "Are you okay?" you asked, reaching to the wound on his head, but before you could, he jerked back and fell over, hitting his head on the ground, which for some reason knocked him out. You sighed as you draped one of his arms across your shoulders and picked him up, and started walking the rest of the way to the store. When you opened the door, someone called your name. "Wyan!" You looked over to see Jamie, the owner of the shop. "How you been? I haven't seen you in a while." "Yeah, it's been a minute," you said. "But you know me, always studying and training." You walked up to the counter with the boy on your arm. "I see you have another stray with you," he said, looking at the boy. "Yeah. Can you watch him while I grab a few things?" you asked. "Yeah, of course. Just set him behind the counter and grab your stuff," he said, lifting the board to the back. "Thanks, I'll be quick." You quickly set the boy down and started grabbing food and a few first aid kits, then walked up to the register. "Alright, I think I have everything," you say, setting down the groceries on the counter. Oh, what's with all the first aid kits? Jamie asked, as he quickly started ringing you up. Oh, you know me and my brother. Both of us get injuries at least twice a week. You say, rubbing the back of your neck, sheepishly. Ain't that the truth? You two protect our side of the city by yourselves because heroes won't. You two will be great heroes someday, he says. Thanks, you say as you start getting ready and remembered something you had to buy. Wait, I need 4 boxes of black dye. Do you have any? Which Jamie looked at you confused. Of course, but why 4 boxes? He said, ducking under and grabbing them. Dabby only dyes his hair once a month. Even that box lasts 2. Yeah, well, I'm dyeing my hair as well. And we want to make sure it's completely black. What? Why? I'd rather not say. Okay, I won't force you, he says as he finished ringing you up. Alright, your total is... You paid and then went to grab the boy, which thankfully Jamie helped get him onto your back. Then you grabbed your groceries and walked out. After a couple of minutes of walking, you made it to your apartment and set the still unconscious boy on the couch, and then started putting the groceries away. You then walked over to the couch, taking a first aid kit with you. Thankfully, he didn't wake up as you treated his wounds, and then you went and got dinner started in peace. An hour had passed, and you had just finished dinner when you heard the boy start to groan on the couch. Is he waking up? You thought as you walked over to him and watched him, waiting for him to open his eyes. Who's he? Ah! You shouted, turning and punched whoever was behind you in the face. Ugh! Ow! What the heck? You said, rubbing his face. Ha! That's what you get for trying to mess with me, you said, pumping your fist. You suck, he said, walking to his room. No, I don't, you burnt chicken nugget, you shouted after him. What happened? You turned to see the electric blonde sitting up, holding his head. Oh, you're up, you say, startling him. Ah! He shouted, falling off the couch. You good? You say, walking over to look over the back of the couch as he groaned in pain. I guess not, then. You walked around the couch and knelt down in front of him. He rubbed his head and then looked at you. Hi? He said, confused. Hi. He smiled, which helped the boy relax a bit. How are you feeling? Could be worse, he said. Okay, does anything hurt? You asked. No, not really. You leaned in close and looked him over, making sure he was okay, unaware of how flustered you were making him. Okay, you look fine. Just don't strain yourself. He nodded quickly as you stood up and walked over to the kitchen. I hope you like taco gon, you said happily. Wait. No! Dobby shouted as he came out of his room. Why can't you make the usual? Because knowing how to cook new foods is good. Besides, from what I've heard, it's really good, you told him. No. Toya, shut up. This is what we are going to have, whether you like it or not, you said. But no buts. Go set the table. Fine, Dobby said in defeat. Good. Now, Blondie, go sit down. Dinner is about done, he said sweetly. Okay, he said, sitting at the table. A couple minutes later, you set the food on the table and started plating the food. Why is there a 4th plate? the blonde asked. Oh, I forgot about him, you said calmly. Promise you won't freak out? Huh? What? Suddenly, the door opened and walked in Stain. Speak of the devil, Dobby said. Oh, is this someone you saved, Wyan? Stain asked. Yep. You look over at the blonde to see him shaking in fear. Hey, you okay? Yep, he said stiffly. What? Scared I'm gonna hurt you? Stain said, walking up to him. Stay away! He shouted. Suddenly lightning sprung from the blonde, nearly hitting Stain and Dobby. But Stain dropped to the floor, and you kicked Dobby's chair out from under him. Ow, Dobby said, groaning on the ground as the electricity faded. Hey, that's one cool quirk, Stain said, lifting his head up. And good job at saving your brother, Wyan. She could have used her shields, Dobby yelled. Nah, you said, causing Stain to start laughing on the ground. How did you guys survive that? The blonde asked. Well, you started. Stain dropped like he got shot. I kicked Dobby's chair out from under him, and I just stood here. Shut up, Wyan, Dobby said, standing up. Ha, no, you told him. Anyway, said, catching his breath and standing up. Wow, I thought you died, Dobby said. I'm not dead yet. Anyway, what's your name, Zappy? You asked. Zappy? He asked, flustered. Yep. Now what's your name? Denki Kaminari, he said, looking down, but you can call me Denki. Okay, Denki. I'm YN. You already know Stain, but the burnt chicken nugget in the floor is my brother Toya. Call me Dobby, he said, fixing the chair and sitting down. Why are you treating me so nice? He asked, confused. I almost killed you. And? You were scared, Dobby said, shrugging. Besides, Stain's an idiot anyways. You rolled your eyes and then said, Don't worry. We don't really care that you nearly killed us. I nearly killed Stain the first time we met. Really? Yeah, Stain said, taking a seat at the table. She even comes close during training. He confirmed, sitting down. As the night progressed, you got to know Denki better, and he learned more about you three. So you're going for UA too? You asked. Yeah, Denki nodded with a smile. Cool. Hopefully we end up in the same class. Yeah, that would be cool, he agreed. So you want to become a hero, huh? Stain asked. That's good. You'll do well there. Thanks, Denki said with a smile. Question, though. How would you like to learn how to use a sword? What? Both you and Denki said, looking at Stain. He has the potential, and he could use the training to help him with the entrance exam, Stain explained. That is true, he said. Soon you zoned out of the conversation and started thinking of the legend your father had told you. YN! Dobby yelled. What is it? What are you thinking about? Dobby said. You normally don't act serious. Oh, sorry. I was just thinking, you said, trying to dismiss the matter. Tell me, Dobby persisted. You sighed, knowing he won't give up. I'm thinking about one of our family legends, you said. Which one? Wait. You guys have family legends, as in more than one? Denki asked. Why is this the first time I'm hearing about this? Stain then asked. You didn't ask. You and Dobby said at the same time, causing everyone but Stain to laugh. But yeah, we have two legends in our family, he said. Both are tales of a dragon with the power of ice and fire. Like your quirk? Denki asked. Yeah? Could you tell me more? Sure, he said, smiling. Let's do that tomorrow. It's late, and I want sleep, Dobby said, standing up. Party pooper, he muttered. Well, he is right. It's been a long day, and it's getting pretty late, Staines said. Besides, I also want to start training Denki tomorrow, so let's get some sleep. You nodded. All right, he said, standing up and walking towards your room. Come on, Denki, you're staying in my room, Staines said, walking away. Okay, see you tomorrow, Ian, Denki said, then quickly left. Bye, Denki, you said, walking to your room and getting some sleep.